Do you need a minute to get off your feet? Moving to the rhythm of the same old beat. Whoa. A slave to the grind till you drop dead. Tangle with the devil living in your head. Do you wanna party with me instead? Whoa. So we're going out tonight to dance under the city lights and live like we'll never die. Whoa. So we're living it up. We're living it up, yeah. We're living it up, yeah.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cruise Shop Save. I'm Melissa, and this is Rosie. I'm bribing her with treats. That's the only reason why she's here and not running outside, although it is actually quite cold in England tonight, so I'm not surprised that the cats are in. So this one's Rosie. Welcome to the Cruise Shop Save live show on a Friday night. Tonight, I don't have any special guests. It's just myself. So I'd like it if you join me and ask me questions, any questions. I've already had a couple of questions ahead of the show. So I've got some answers down here. Oh my God, I don't know my own strength. I just made everything shake. So yeah, I just thought I'd take this opportunity just to give you an update on what's going on. Rosie's giving me stink eyes. I better give her another treat. Isn't she sweet? Oh, she's so gentle. Go on then, you can have it. So let me introduce myself. My name is Melissa. I started a website in the lockdown. A lot of people did. Well, not a lot of people, but a lot of people started new hobbies in the lockdown. Let's say it like that, because I used to run shopping programs on cruise ships. So I have got a lot of information. So I've been learning as I go. So my website is Cruise Shop Save. I give free information, but I think what I've noticed is actually something that's really valuable on the website, and I wanted to share how we can support the cruise community is just by providing these maps. So basically, oh, this is kind of upside down, but anyway, when you go on a cruise, actually, it's really difficult to just get information about the port of call. If you're anything like me, I never research. I just, oh, hi, how are you? Oh, hi. From one cruise blogger with a cat to another. Just watched Emma. Yes. Hi, Spider Log. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. Yes, I was just on the Emma show. So before we go any further, we have to wish Emma a very happy birthday. That's Emma Cruises. She is amazing. She's been cruising ever since she was a wee lass, and she has got some amazing videos, all extremely helpful. Head over to her website. She's also got a course on how you can save money, and she's got Hudson, and I've got Rosie, and I've got another cat called Skippy who's extremely shy. These two cats are rescue cats, so they're a little bit timid, but I can bribe her with treats. I know Emma gives Hudson Dreamies. I've got a more discount version. This is Vitacat from Aldi in the UK. So if you've never heard of Aldi, it's a sort of budget, but she loves them. To be fair, she likes Dreamies as well. So yes, welcome, Spider Log. Thank you for coming to watch. Hi, Wendy. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Wendy is an avid cruiser. Wendy cruises on at Royal Caribbean. I'm not really sure if you're home or if you're on a cruise. I know she cruises for weeks at a time. It's hard to keep up, but I just love all your posts. But yeah, I was just saying about Cruise Shop Save. So what I decided to do is just to put free information on my website. So I'm building this catalog of port information with free maps. And this is so important. We were just on a cruise on P&O Iona. And I had to laugh. I felt sorry for the, okay, Wendy is home until the 12th. Oh, not long. 12 days to go. Where are you cruising? Tell me. Fantastic. Yeah, so when we used to go on a cruise ship with maps, we used to do the shopping maps. So these have got key symbols for all the tourist information, the post offices, the banks, the telephones, the museums, the churches, major attractions for each port. We've got all the ports for the Mediterranean. So these are really important. The fabulous maps have been put together by my great friend, Scott. He's a map artist. So these maps are 100% accurate and they're in color. And they're not like, I wish I had one to hand. Let me see if I've got one in my drawer. They're not like those when you go ashore. No, I don't have one in my drawer. You get these the tourist board is out on the pier, and you get these wonderful maps, and they're like a little booklet like that. When you open it up, it's like the size of a football pitch, and it takes you about an hour to locate where you're docked. And we did this in Rotterdam. We started walking completely in the wrong direction. And this is someone who worked on ships for a long time and ran shopping programs. It is so hard to get your bearings. So these maps will highlight where the port is and just the things in the vicinity, because that's all you need. You don't need to know about what's, a million miles away or where the nearest, I don't know, library. Some people might want a library. But yeah, so these are the maps. It's upside down. These are the maps. And yeah, so I had to not laugh, but I thought it was interesting that nothing had really changed since when we were running shopping programs before the pandemic. So when we used to go on ships with the program, the front office staff would come to us and say, please give us a supply of these maps. We need the hard copy of the maps. So we would say, yeah, sure, no problem. So we print off a ton of maps. We give them a big wedge like that. A couple of days later, they'd be like, we need more maps. Same with the shore excursion desk. And then, of course, when we left, there was no one giving out maps. So when we were on P&O Iona, I think it's quite common. Yeah. Sorry, this is really funny. This is so true. Yes. So Captain Wes would say Rotterdam, but not Liverpool or Rome, to paraphrase Beautiful South. Yeah. And when he said that, I was singing that damn song all day long. What a great captain. Captain Wes, he's quite funny. Yeah, he's very, you've got to listen to his announcements. He makes a lot of jokes. I liked it when he also said, do you remember when he said, when they were in Rotterdam, was it Rotterdam or Zeebrugge? I can't remember, that they couldn't make announcements because there was all these really pretentious high-rise apartments and they didn't want to hear his voice. Something like that. I thought it was quite funny. Anyways, back to the maps. So we went on the P&O Iona and we wanted to get a map. And bless her, she just went online and printed off a random map, which she said she did it earlier. And it was something. It was useful, and there was a couple of points of interest. So it was over like 3 pages, and it wasn't really formatted. But you know what? She just did that off the. She didn't have to do that. She did that to help us. So this is what I'm doing. This is completely free. I've just uploaded all the Caribbean maps. So we've got St. Martin, we've got Aruba, Curacao, we've got St. Thomas, I think there's about 27 Caribbean maps, and they're all like this. And you can just download them for free. There's a lot of information on here. If you want any shopping coupons, then you just need to contact me and let me know, because I just want to make sure you get the most up-to-date coupons, because we update them all the time. So I just wanted to raise that I just thought, when it was the pandemic, I thought, you know what, why don't I set up this website and provide the free maps, which is what I've done. So I'm just working on the Mediterranean maps now. They're not there yet, but they will be. So Wendy has said that she is going South Caribbean Explorer for your 74th birthday. You are not 74. Good Lord, you look amazing. Wendy is my really good friend. I met her at the Chamber of Commerce in Miami when I lived there, and she really helped me when I started a coaching business. One of my many hats I wore, coaching. Yeah. Okay, it was Bruges. I think it was Bruges. Take it, you were on half term. Yes, it was my birthday day. We sailed from Southampton. Had realized this was half term. Back on the same time next February. Okay, so you and me both. I had no idea that it was half term. I don't have children, and I didn't realize. So I went on board, and yes, I believe there were 900 children on board the ship. They were all very well behaved, I have to say, but they were children. I think there was a lot of stressed out parents. And of course, the weather wasn't great. My nose is running like a tap, and I didn't bring any tissues. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, so the weather wasn't great. So there wasn't a lot of people using up the outside decks. This is on P&O Iona. If you're just joining us, welcome to the show. And so we were all kind of a little bit cramped into that small pool, but it was really nice to see everyone having a good time. I really loved the ship. Did you like the ship? I love the ship. I want to go back. I feel like I was cheated. I want to go back when it's warm and really enjoy the whole of the ship. Yeah, but we just wanted to wish Emma Cruises a very happy birthday. It's a birthday today. She's 29. She just announced that on her show. If you missed her live, do head over to her live. Her YouTube channel, Emma Cruises. She just did a live, and I believe also Cruise Boys are doing a live right now as well. They're doing a review of the Iona. They were also on that cruise. Another thing for you to know is that Paul and Carol just flew over to Miami. I forget the name of the ship that they're cruising on, but they're spending a couple of nights in Miami, and then they're going to cruise around the Caribbean. So if you want to see some beautiful blue sea and some gorgeous Caribbean islands, I do. Just head over to Paul and Carol's Facebook page, and they'll be posting them as well. So one of the questions I got this week, and I know Cruising with Amber was just cruising in this region, was where's the best cruise for the Northern Lights? And really the only place is Norway. There are Northern Lights in lots of different places. For example, you can see the Northern Lights in Alaska, but not in the summertime, which is the cruise season. So Alaska, the cruise season is from, I want to say, May to the end of September. So it's just that block of time. And normally the Northern Lights are towards the end of the year. So unless you want to fly up there, but it's quite dark. Yeah, they only have like about 4 hours of daylight during the day in Alaska. So it's not a great place to go. Let's have a look. Okay, so the ship wasn't bad, was on Iona, May 2020 for my mother's birthday. So this was my second, and next year we will be third time Iona, then May next year on Arvia, May this year on Ventura. Oh wow! Okay, so do you only cruise on P&O? My first P&O was just recently, same cruise as you in February on Iona. I liked it. I want to do more, so I might see you on one of those cruises. You'll have to let us know. Please do tell. You'll have to tell us where you're going. Are you going somewhere warm? It is so cold in England at the moment. If you're watching this, tell us where you're from. England is just, oh my God, just took a dive in terms of weather. Next week's going to be -3 Celsius. I know a lot of people go by Fahrenheit, so I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. So yeah, one of the questions was, where should we cruise to see the Northern Lights? So the best place to go to cruise is Norway, and the best time is between November and April. So I don't know if you saw it, and if you missed it, you should watch it. Scottish comedian Susan Calman cruised on MSC Cruises and did a Christmas special. I loved it. It was absolutely wonderful. I watched it over Christmas. It was so Christmassy, and it really made you want to book a cruise over Christmas. It's perfect. In fact, she went on the MS Maud and she did this great Christmas special, and you definitely should watch it. I think she sailed from Dover to Norway, and there's some great video live footage of the Northern Lights. But some cruise lines that specialize in Northern Lights cruising, or that region cruising, it's like seeing Wales, isn't it? It's not guaranteed. They don't guarantee the Northern Lights, but the best chance of seeing it is between November and April. So Hurtigruten, they do fabulous Northern Lights cruises up to Iceland, Norway, and the Faroe Islands. Havila do, they start and end in Bergen. And they go to, my pronunciation's really terrible, but I'm going to give this a go. Geiranger Fjorden. Please correct me if I got that wrong. Okay. And Lofoten. Lofoten. I probably said that wrong. I'm really sorry. P&O Cruises do fabulous cruises out of Southampton. We were just talking about P&O. So have you done, Spiderlog, have you gone to see the Northern Lights on P&O? Mum done more cruises than me, but mostly P&O. But one of the MSC ships too. I might have a look at others eventually. Want to go on Virtuoso. You and me both. I want to go on MSC. That's another cruise line. I haven't done that yet. Lizzie Lou was on last week, and she's got a solo group that's sold out, and they're going on Virtuosa. So I'm dying to know what that's like. Then they're going on the brand new MSC, and they've got places on that actually. I forgot the name of that ship. In November. So that might be interesting. The brand new MSC ship. Other cruises that you could do for the Northern Lights would be Cunard, New York to Norway. It's a bit of a long way to go for if you're living in the UK, but if you're living in America, that might be a great option. I love Cunard because they have the US target market and they also have the UK market as well. So you get that lovely mixture. And of course, Saga do from Southampton. Yes. So the cruises to the top of Norway at Kirkenes. Again, I probably pronounced that wrong. Between November and April will guarantee you the Northern Lights. So that's one question answered. So if you have any more questions, then do let me know. Other news this week, it was announced the grandmother. No. Oh my God. I can't believe I just said grandmother. Well, I hope Nicole Scherzinger is not watching this. Godmother of Piano Arvia is Nicole Scherzinger. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, Nicole. You're not a grandmother. I'm so, so sorry. God. Uh, she'll be calling me now. What are you saying I am? Grandmother? No, godmother of Arvia was announced. I know I saw it on Cruise Cruise Addicted group. Everyone was guessing who it was because they put out some teasers, and we got Jane McDonald, somebody said, and I can't remember the other person. I did not for a second think it was going to be Nicole Scherzinger, but I also looked at the lineup for the big celebration, the big unveiling in the Caribbean. Sarah Cox is going to be there, and is it Scott Mills as well? I can't remember. I just read it. Looks so much fun. I want to go now. So anyway, that looks great. I'm sure we'll see lots of footage, and if I can get some images, of course, I'll share it on all my social media channels as well. So let's see. Okay. Oh, so I went to try and see them in February 2019, but we never saw them from the ship. First night, people did see them. Second night, the people who went on excursion saw them for maximum 10 minutes in Norway. Oh, I know. It is like when you go to Alaska, if you do an Alaskan cruise, sometimes you can do a cruise and you never see whales or anything like that. I did used to work on ships, and I remember we used to tease the guests terribly. It was really naughty. So I used to work in the gym, and I was a fitness instructor, and so I'd be teaching a class. And of course, those gyms are just amazing on the cruise ships. And they've got all these big glass windows and stuff like that. So I'd just be in the gym, and I would just go, "Whales!" Stop pointing, and everyone would stop what they were doing and run over. I go, "Oh, sorry, it's gone." Terrible. Oh god. Oh yeah, good. Yeah, that is a good point. The backlash P&O have gotten for choosing an American rather than a British godmother is unreal. They ain't exactly helping. Doing good job for defending the decision. Oh, I didn't. Do you know what? I didn't make that link. But Nicole is like quite popular in the UK, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, they should have really, it's like football teams, isn't it? They should stick to their own football managers. Oops, I'm going into territory I don't know anything about. So those are the questions that we had this week. So just a little bit more about myself. At the moment, I am a recruiter. I recruit retail staff to work on board cruise ships, and I'm happy to say that we've recruited some amazing talent. When I went on Iona, I met quite a few fantastic staff members. I met one staff member who was working in the galley on Princess, who applied and had such a wonderful personality because, of course, when you work in the shops, you have to be outgoing, you have to be smiling, you have to be upbeat. And this guy was all of that and more. So we hired him for the shops, and he's doing such a great job. So if you do happen to be watching this and you've got some retail experience, or you're an outgoing personality, then definitely head over to the Hardin Retail website and apply. Yeah, I guess that's it for me. Um, Next week, I have an amazing guest. Hopefully, she's still coming because I'm announcing it now. So it's my good friend Lucy. Lucy and I used to work on ships back in the day. We've worked together for a couple. We've actually worked for the same company quite a few times, and she's my dear, dear friend. We've been friends for Gosh, I won't want to say. We might have to confirm that next week. But why Lucy's coming on the show is that she used to do the art auctions on board cruise ships, amongst other things. She used to be, I won't give a lot away. So she's going to be on next week, and we're going to be talking about the art that they have on board cruise ships, but also she's doing something now, which is really interesting to do with cruising and to do with art. So definitely come along next week. It will be also the slightly earlier time of 6 p.m. UK time. So, okay. Yes. So, Spiderlog says that never heard of Harding until watching Cruising as Crew. So that's Lucy. Yes. And she works on Virgin recently. Yes. So she worked for Harding's. Yes. Harding's. Only if you're in the industry, people know about Harding's. So a little bit about Harding's is that it's been around for over 90 years. It's a third generation company, and it's a really great company to work for. It's based in Bristol. They've got offices in Miami and Sydney, Australia. Um, and they're a great company. They are on, I think they're we're the largest retail concessionaire company in the world now. And we are on P&O Australia, P&O, Princess, which recently got the contract for Princess. I say recently, it's actually over a year ago. We're also on Marella. What other cruise lines? Some of the Carnival ships, some of the NCL ships, big ships, and we are also on the luxury ships such as Oceania, Regent. We were on Crystal. So sad. And Seabourn. So Cunard as well. So what I love about Hardin's is that when you go on board, there's a massive diversity of product. In fact, I joke because every week I actually put perfume on before the show. So it's a shame there's not smell. I feel like I'm going out. It's a Friday night. So tonight I want you to know I'm wearing Jo Malone, and this is the, oh no, I can never pronounce it. Peony and Plush Suede Cologne, because I used to call it Pony. And my mother corrected me. So this is what I'm wearing tonight, just so you know. Smell-o-vision. Because I know Carol from Paul and Carol says she puts perfume on before she does the show, and she wears Daisy. And she bought that from the boutiques on board Iona because they have some really great deals. They do like 20% off your second bottle. They have different promotions all the time. On top of that, it's all tax and duty free. So everything you buy like this is way cheaper than back home. So if you ever go on a cruise, do check out the shops. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Spiderlog, for coming along. It's good to see you again. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, or if you've got any questions for next week, let me know. Don't forget to head over to the website and download your maps for next cruise. If there's not any maps there, do contact me because I'm in the process of putting the maps up. For instance, Cruising Tips Pete recently needed maps for the UAE, so I happily provided them for him. And I love you too, Wendy, darling. I hope you have a wonderful cruise. And please come back and tell us all about it. Send us pictures. Post them in the Cruise Shop Save group. All right, guys. Well, listen, have a fantastic weekend. Rosie's gone. She's probably gone outside to do what cats do on a night outside. But thank you so much for joining me. I'll be here next week, same time, same place, wearing my perfume. With my fabulous guest, who will be Lucy, and we'll be talking all about the art on board the cruise ships. Have a great weekend. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. Take care. Bye. 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 Bye, guys. Bye.